The best surfer out there is definitely the one having the most fun. So, when in doubt, paddle it out. Vinyl Guru in the house. Here to talk to you today about wonderful surf music, baby. The old and the new. Let's get into it.
Vinyl Guru, Vinyl Guru. Vinyl Guru.
Well, you're probably wondering, well, what in the world is surf music? Surf music was adopted in the early 60s by the surf culture that was happening in Southern California. And, while everybody was really popularizing surf at the time there, they really felt like they needed a soundtrack to their vibe and waves there. And somebody who's really quite excellent at pioneering that wonderful sound, adding that reverby, beachy guitar reverb that sounds like a crash of waves, was a man called Dick Dale. Lebanese-born Dick Dale, who introduced a fabulous subculture to the masses. Let me show you what I mean, dear. Well, first up, he started with a record called Let's Go Tripping in 1961 on a record called Surfer's Choice, which also is probably known for Misirlu, the record that is so infectious in so many different ways, in so many different films and all of that. That is the tune of tunes of all time. That is the ultimate driving, badass song. There is no denying that, yeah. I know you know it. Here it is. King of the surf guitar. He already knew that, so he claimed it. Why not? This album was phenomenal, and you might not know that there were cats like Glenn Campbell and Leon Russell playing on it. Really good stuff. His third record, Checkered Flag, he just started flushing them out after this, dear. His third record, Checkered Flag, also came out in the same year. Really good stuff. And I love that they used to always promote their previous records. Gotta catch 'em all, dear. Gotta catch 'em all. This is Mr. Eliminator. Came out right after that in 1964. And if you want to really get into Dick and feel like you need a record to just really swim you off your feet and not feel like you have to get them all to really get the sensation, best thing I could recommend to you is this singles collection that they released. He put out quite a bit of great 45s at the time, and they're all in here. They're all in there. So you'll really get your bang for your buck with this one, dear. The King of Surf Guitar. There you have it. The thing about surf music, my dear, is that it had two very strong sides to it. Every coin has its side, right? So you have the strong, heavy instrumental tones that came from cats like Dick, and then you have the vocal harmonied, heavily doo-wop-iest sound that came from these darlings right here. Pet Shop Boys. Now I know this isn't necessarily the right record to show you, as I should be showing you Surfing Safari. They were really riding that wave, weren't they? Oh, yes. And ain't nobody drowning in it, because we all loved it, didn't we? We really did. And thankfully, surf music even gave us hot rod music too. Another subgenre that was just as great that a lot of people listened to, you know, cats like Chuck Berry and such. But truly a sensational genre to delve into, a genre that you shouldn't sleep on, a genre that is still prevalent even today, as I'll show you here, dear. Now, Dick really created a riot musically. There were people like the Ventures, the Safaris, the Avalanches. Oh, honey, it was getting wild in the world of surf. But another person who I would consider in the surf world, even if many don't really claim him as much, is somebody that I love, Wray. He really rambled it on for us, didn't he? He had a song that really shook it up and really confirmed the surfology with this guy over here. This record changed the game for me with him. Does that look like a surf rocker to you? I really want to know, because to me this looks like my future math teacher, but there's an audience for everybody, isn't there? Real tasty, wasn't it? Let's keep it going here. Wray, more Wray. I like that he had a record on there called Rumble and a record on here called Ramble. That's pretty fabulous. Love a good alliteration there. But you know, later on in the early 70s, Link started getting a little bit more Americana, more on the country blues sort of tone. But he really was something. He really was. Now that you got an idea of some of the OGs in the game, let me walk you through some new acts that a lot of people don't really know that carry the torch of surf. For instance, you got Black Flamingos. This came out in 2017. Neon Boneyard. Really good stuff. I have the record that came out after that. It's a Speedway. This came out in 2018. Really fun, good stuff. Let me show you, dear. The next, oh honey, Los Freneticos, really good, my dear. This is came out in 2019, so awfully really new, but I mean they really conjure all the important factors of surf. You know, under 3 minutes, loud rockin', heavy duty stuff, and I mean they just give you the bang for your buck. Feels like that era all over again, dear. Here you have it, Los Freneticos. The next one I'm going to tell you is the last but definitely not the least, my dear, as they are fabulous Torontonian pride and joys of mine. They haven't really fully released a full LP yet, but I definitely do have their 45. This is the Surfrajettes. Really quality stuff. I actually discovered them through a cover that they did of Toxic, Britney Spears' record. You almost couldn't recognize it, dear. It's just so impeccably catchy and captivating. You'd have to see for yourself here, dear. They really look the part, sound the part too. Dive in. Well, dear, thank you for watching the rumbles and jungles, that is, of surf music. I love those beachy tides. And never forget, dear, to always keep in mind that I will never finish a video without a wonderful little toodaloo, darling. Toodaloo.